And welcome to the stream. I'm super excited to be here today at Samsung Studio because it is a very special day. It is Amazon Prime Day. I know you guys were just watching me, do my 100-hour stream, so I have kind of not been outside the last couple of days, but Samsung is bringing me out here. We're going to be testing a ton of products because there's a lot of special deals happening right now on Amazon for Amazon Prime Day happening July 8th to July 11th. And welcome everyone. This is a much improved version of that stream that I was trying to do a couple of weeks ago in New York when I was trying to play chess on my phone. Now we have like this cool tablet and there's an overhead camera that you guys will be able to see all the chess. I actually don't know exactly what my stream looks like right now, but you guys will be able to see everything. So this is going to be really awesome. For any special questions that you guys might have about the exact products, we have a very special Jeff who is going to come over and explain anything that you guys might have questions for. The setup is at the Samsung Studio here in Toronto. It's going to be really awesome. And the offers that we're going to be talking about specifically are going to be exclusive to sort of like the Samsung deals on Amazon Prime Canada. But Prime Day, I believe, is also in the US. It's probably in some other places as well, so you guys can check out the deals there. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having fun. And we are going to be linking all of the products literally in the command if you use !Samsung Live. So it'd be super easy. It will not be a 100-hour Samsung test stream, although tomorrow they are going to be doing a really awesome sort of like unpack where they're going to be displaying a whole ton of new products. But yeah, I'm not really selling anything. If you guys want to buy anything, you're more than welcome to just check it out yourself. I'm just showing you guys how everything works. So it's going to be cool. We'll be starting out with the tablet. We'll be playing a couple of games here. And Samsung Heartbeat stream, they do have this watch that they have put on my wrist. I have never used a smartwatch before. This is the very first smartwatch that I've actually ever put on my wrist. So we'll see if we're able to show you guys how everything works. The tech will speak for itself. Exactly. You guys are just going to look and experience, and if there's anything that you find fun, then we will be here. Let me fix this a little. Okay, cool. Nice. Can I tell you guys more about the tablet? I believe Samsung is actually going to tell you more about the tablet. So all right. So I hope you learn a little bit more about the tablet. I don't exactly know what they showed you, so I'll now test the tablet out myself. I already have my chess.com loaded up. We're just going to dive straight into playing some games over here. Oh my gosh. Wait, I forgot. I should be doing my puzzles. I forgot to do my puzzles. But that's okay. Honestly, I'm playing against somebody named Baby Shark. There's no way we lose this. All right. It's actually so smooth. Wait, I can get used to tablet gaming. The last time I used a tablet was probably for drawing. Is Jeff here? Oh, chat just wants to know if it can play Project Sekai. If that's a game that they can play on the tablet.
Hello. Yeah, the tablet is an Android tablet, so there's any of the apps that you typically would download from the Play Store. You're going to be able to play on this tablet. It's lightweight, easy to kind of play around with. So if you're used to having apps on your smartphone, tablets, this kind of fits right in. Of course, it is a Samsung, so you're definitely going to get a beautifully designed tablet. It's very quick. It's got some pep to it. So for the most part, anything that you download on Play Store, you're going to be able to play right on this tablet. And I can see you're playing chess
Yes.
already.
Do you play any chess yourself?
I can barely play checkers, so Chess, I know the horse kind of does this weird L-shaped thing, and some move one. I honestly don't know. I'll stick to my video games.
Sounds good. Jeff and I are actually going to be playing some Forza in a little bit over on the TV, but thank you so much,
Yeah,
Jeff.
I'm here if you need anything else.
Appreciate
Give
it.
me a call.
Thank you. Jeff is like our genie. He's our tech genie. Anytime we have a question, he like pops up. Oh, another question coming in from chat. Does Wacom pens work with the S10 FE like other S series tablets? Jeff is very cool.
Be right there. I'm a coming. What's the next tech question?
Do Wacom Wacom pens?
Oh, Wacom pens. Oh, that's a good question. I know, typically we do have an S Pen that's with it, so it's not a Wacom pen. So you would need a Samsung device. The Wacom, I don't believe, is going to be compatible with this particular tablet. So good question. If that changes, I'll double check on that. But we do have our S Pen, which does some basic functionality, but very easy to use for sure.
Thank you.
All right.
Awesome. I haven't actually used this pen yet. I kind of forgot that was here, but we can try. Oh yeah. Playing chess with a pen. This is actually the first. Also, in a little bit, when I'm on their super cool G9 monitor, I'll be taking challenges from chat and I'll be playing against two people at the same time because the monitor is like huge. It's absolutely massive. I actually can't wait to show you guys. But there's going to be a lot of cool product testing today. I'm living out like my childhood dreams of just going into the tech store and just trying everything out. It's basically what we're doing here. Yeah. All right, let's try this. I am up 15 seconds. How many people here play chess on their tablet and phone? Yeah, it's the huge curved monitor in the back. You can see it, probably. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. But seriously, make sure you're checking out all of the deals on Amazon Prime. Everything is on sale. This tablet's on sale. This watch I'm watching is on sale. This phone that I'm using over here is on sale. The TV in the back is on sale. The monitor is on sale. There's an SSD over there. You guys are going to see everything. So everything here you see in the room is on sale, except, I don't know, like tables, the chairs, I guess. But all of the actual tech is on sale over at !Samsung Live. It is all going to be on Amazon Prime Day, part of the Amazon Prime Day deals. So the offers are technically Canadian only, but I am sure that there's going to be a ton of deals regardless of where you are kind of in the world. Amazon Prime Day is July 8th to 11th, so you kind of have 3 days to figure out if you want to get something. Oh, nice. I guess I'll go here. You just play on your phone. Have you ever played chess on a tablet before? We're gonna be testing out chess literally on the tablet, and then we're gonna be testing out on the monitor. It's gonna look cool. Oh, hell yeah! Type 1 in the chat if you use Samsung products. Yeah, you'll be able to play me. Well, you'll type your username in the chat. The way it's going to work when we hop on over to the G9 monitor is that I'm just going to take oh my gosh, I have 16 seconds left. Wait. Sorry, I got to dial it in. I kind of forgotten about the fact that this was a timed game. I don't know how fast I can pre-move on a tablet, but oh, it's actually pretty easy. Okay. Could have taken that bishop. I have 8 seconds. Oops, that's not a good move. That's all right. My opponent did. Oh. Tablet gaming. I'm gonna start dragging. No, I'm gonna flag him. Okay, we won. I flagged him. He had a 0.08 second. I have 0.08 seconds left, and he ran out of time. Okay, we won our very first game, played on a tablet. This is literally my first game of chess on a tablet too. I've actually never played on a tablet. This is actually cool. The SSD off the top of my head has 2 terabytes of storage, and it reads at a rate of like 7,520. And I know this because I've stared at the package for a little bit, because that's the only item in this room that actually had specs on it. So that's the only, I don't really know the specs of any of the other products. Jeff is the tech genie for that. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys are checking out !Samsung Live. Okay, so one of the reasons I can't play anybody here is because I don't really know how to challenge anyone on a tablet. That's something that I will have to ask chess.com about, but let's try another game. So far, so good. So far, it's been smooth sailing. Yeah, 2 terabytes. 2 terabytes. You'll see everything. We're going to go around the entire room. Right now, we're just messing around with the tablet. But it feels super smooth. It's super clean. As you guys saw, I literally flagged somebody on this tablet. So, you know, fingers are moving fast. And it's like, it's got a really, really good screen size. And it's super light. And I have to remember to keep it centered so you guys can see everything. I guess I'll try to get castled. But there's a lot of fun products. And I'm also really excited to be playing Forza on the TV. That's the game I told them that I wanted to try out. All right, wait a sec. This does not look good. A lot of things are going wrong in my position. Unfortunately, having a speedy tablet is not going to help me if I can't get a good position. Yeah, here. It's super slim. Oh, I forgot you can flip it. Oh my gosh, wait. Now, if you really wanted all your notation over here, you can see that too while you play. For example, hypothetically, if we were doing the checkmate challenge, we could just flip it. So then you guys can keep track. I mean, I'm 14 moves in. My opponent and I are the same rated, but I feel like I can checkmate him in 10 more moves. We should make a bet on that. But I don't really know in centimeters how thick this is going to be, but it's way skinnier than my pinky. As an example, my pinky can be the standard for this. Yeah, it's very compact. I am definitely the type of person that if I use this, I'm going to need to get it a case. It's going to end up like under the couch or something, and I will never find it. So, yeah, it's super cool. Yeah, it's the perfect size for sketching at artsy stuff. I wonder if there's like a paint or something I can show you guys. Or note taking. Note taking is perfect. Hypothetically, if I was to ever go back into university, could take this with my, you know, for my classes, for my setup. And then you can just flip. There we go. Bigger chess. Oh, there we go. Okay. My opponent's playing much better than my previous opponent, so kind of unfortunate, but don't worry, we'll flag him anyways. I have seen your monitor setup, Cannibal. I have seen your monitor setup. It is a little bit suspicious. When you said that you were playing on an actual TV, you were not joking. But yeah, well, you'll check out the G9. That's actually the monitor that I've thought about getting previously, so I might just get it for myself. Thanks to Amazon Prime. It's on a pretty significant discount. Okay, so the plan here is to literally just go for checkmate. We're just gonna slide this rook over. I don't know how you draw arrows on a tablet, but I'm sure you're able to. We'll pre-move. hypothetically, chat, if you could challenge me in a match for a tablet, what opening would you play? If you say the London, I will just let you know that you're not winning the game. This is definitely a really, really convenient tablet. Also, I wanted to see the camera. It's got a little camera on the back too. Oh no, this is, my opponent is doing really well. Do draws count? I guess if you draw me, that's honestly pretty impressive, but I don't think a draw is a win. Oh, there are no arrows on the chess.com app? I didn't know that. Good to know. Good to know. Exactly. Look, if you win the game, you can get the tablet. But if you lose, you have to go on Amazon Prime. You have to go to Amazon and buy yourself. But it's okay. It's on discount, so don't feel too bad. But yeah, everything here that you see right now, I got 3 products in the screen. Oh, this guy just blundered a rook. Thank you very much. Apparently, he's also in a gifting mood. All the products we're showing here today are live on Amazon literally right now. So links below the stream, and use exclamation mark Samsung Live for all the exclusive Prime deals, July 8th to 11th. You have 3 days. You can check out everything that we're testing here. And then after this, you'll be able to, or during this, if there's anything that really catches your eye, you can just hop on over, check out any of the links. This guy is trying really hard to get checkmated before I run out of time. That's very impressive to do, actually. They managed to, here, I'll go back a few moves, but they managed to push this pawn up so that my rook had an open file, and then just got the king checkmated. I don't know if this was a paid actor, but they made my life really easy. But yeah, this is a tablet. We've got the phone over here, and then we're also going to be testing out the TV next. So we're going to bring over our very special tech genie, Jeff, back on the screen.
I'm
really
coming. Here I am.
Thank you, Jeff.
Excellent. So how's your chess game going so far?
It went really well. We won 2 games, and Jeff here is our tech partner in crime who's going to help me break down all the cool features. So if you guys, once again, have any questions specifically about this tablet or anything that you see over here, hand model, not quite yet. I actually, sorry, this is not a flex, but I have random cat scratches for my cat, so just ignore that. He did not know that I was going to be doing a Samsung sponsored stream, so he wasn't told. But we are going to be hopping over to the TV in a moment, correct?
Let me ask you, I can relate myself, but have you ever went to go turn the TV on and couldn't find the remote control?
All the time.
Like, honestly, but whether it falls between the cushion, like I can spend hours trying to find a remote, only to find out that my son brought it to the kitchen when he made his bagel. So it can be a pain, but what's great about Samsung and using the SmartThings app, when you're connecting all these devices together, you can actually use your smartphone as a remote control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you just to maybe turn on the smartphone. And on the home screen, I've actually preset it that there's actually a shortcut right on there. So yeah, select that. That's your TV you're now going to control. We're going to see if that turns on. Look at that.
Amazing. You can see the TV on in the back. Before we hop over to the TV, Eric was asking, is it a 97 screen like the S2 or bigger?
The screen, which screen are we referring to?
I am not sure.
Maybe just clarify. I know the TV back there, that's a 65-inch screen that we're going to talk about in a minute. But, back to that having that remote control on your smartphone, not just turning it on, but being able to change the channel, volume up and down. It's so convenient to be able to have access. I know somebody here at work was talking about how his dog chewed up his remote, and he went 4 months of having to use their smartphone to be able to control their TV.
That's amazing. All right. We'll see you guys in a second right over there. But first, we'll be right back.
All right, Nemo, let me start off by talking about this particular TV. It's a Q8F. It's not Samsung's flagship product. In fact, I would say that it's kind of in the middle. So you're getting a TV, the best way I can put it is you're getting a lot of value with the purchase of this type of television. It's going to give you fantastic picture quality. That's obvious, and that's with really any Samsung TV. And you know, the one thing that people always ask me, like, why should I look at buying a Samsung television? And my simple answer is they've been number one for 19 consecutive years. Like, we got to be doing something right.
Number one where? Out of curiosity.
Number one, TVs.
TVs?
That's all TVs in general.
Oh,
We're the
wow.
number one brand for 19 consecutive years. And I do believe a lot of that has to do with the quality of the product and the innovation that Samsung consistently brings to the table. So, you know, people always worry about with anything technology that the moment I buy it, it's out of date.
Yeah.
But with Samsung, you know, we're pushing the boundaries of what a TV can do. It's more than just watching television. And we're going to go through some of the cool features that we have on this particular TV. But let me ask you, how do you use your TV today? Do you have like smart apps, and like generally what do you do on your television?
I use an HDMI cable to hook it up to my laptop and then
Okay.
control everything from my laptop because my TV is effectively just a monitor.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? The funny thing is that people use their TV for a wide range of different
Yeah.
things. It could be just a computer monitor. It could be just watching basic cable. But the TVs nowadays are so much more than that. They're smart television. So
Cool.
here is our main dashboard. As you can see, there's a wide range of things you can do just right from the get-go. So you have some of the top programs, top applications. Look at that, Prime Video.
Prime Video.
If you want to watch a new movie on Prime Video, you can get in there. So lots of apps that you can access, including your sources. And the other great thing is, when you put your, let's say, create an account, it's actually going to recommend content strictly for you based on how you watch your TV. If I'm
Is that a good or bad thing?
Listen, the good thing is that you can choose to turn it on or turn it off.
Oh, okay,
meaning that,
cool.
you know, if you want to just use basic cable or Blu-ray players,
Yeah.
you can still do that. But to get the most out of the TV, we recommend you create an account so that you can control the device from
Everything
your
from
smartphone.
phone.
Exactly.
So
All right.
hypothetically, if I wanted to, I could set up the show I wanted to watch beforehand on my phone
Yeah.
before I even got into the room.
Yeah, absolutely. You can have it.
Wow.
You have access to all the different sources and some of the selected applications. So it is very easy to set up and to use. But I think the first thing we're going to talk about is what you were looking forward to, which was playing some video games on here. And with Samsung, we have basically a game hub. So when I go in here, you have all things gaming. So if you have, let's say, different game consoles connected,
Yeah.
they would show up as a source here. If you have your PC computer here, it would show up as a source.
So if I was playing Baldur's Gate on my PC,
Yeah.
it would also come over
So
to...
there's different ways of doing that. Through
Yeah.
HDMI, you can do a screen mirroring, basically where you're broadcasting it wirelessly. But there are native applications built into the TV itself. So you have very popular streaming apps like Xbox Game Pass. We even actually have 2 months for free currently promoed inside the TV. So when you buy it, you can try it out for 2 months, absolutely free. So that's Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. That's a great value for you to try it out.
I love it.
All right, so Forza, you mentioned you kind of wanted to play Forza. Now,
Yes.
It doesn't matter what remote you have, whether it's let's say a PlayStation, an Xbox. I can connect any controller to the TV and basically utilize it to play any of these cloud gaming. So even though it's an Xbox Game Pass, I can actually use this. Let's say it's a PlayStation remote. The device is connected. You can see I've already paired it once, and now look at that.
Easy.
So let me get this game set up for you. What kind of games do you like, actually?
I really love racing games, but I don't have a good enough TV to really get the full experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know some people might ask, well, does this replace my game console? And the answer is no. It's meant to complement it. So if you're a competitive gamer, you're still going to utilize basically the actual game console. But if you're just finishing off a level, or you're going from, let's say, where your game console is, maybe in the basement, going to the living room, it's great to just kind of relax. And the one scenario I always talk about is you're going to grandma's house. Grandma's getting sort of tired out. The grandkids, all they got to do is bring the remote control, and as long as grandma has a decent internet connection, they can play video games right on the TV without a game console.
So convenient. Wow.
So let's set it up. Maybe you can, as I get this going here, what else do you like playing on your television? Just a mix. It's an everything monitor, right?
Yeah, I think it's just really racing games. I think that's the only thing that I've played, because everything else so far I've only played on the PC. But if I could hypothetically move it over to the TV and play on a bigger screen, I 100% would. I've just never even explored the possibility of doing that yet.
Yeah. Well, with Samsung, it was so easy now, whether you can connect your computer to it, you can have any type of game console. There's so many game consoles available out today, so you have a wide selection. It's got 120 hertz refresh rate. So I'm going to give you the remote.
Thank you.
We just put it in a basic play, just cruise around. You got a Lamborghini there, so take it out for a spin.
Woo-wee. Can't wait to crash it.
And performance is going to be based on your internet connection. So the better the internet connection, the better it can handle the frames per second. But again, as I mentioned, it's not meant to replace the console. It's just another source for you to game. And I know there's families out there that,
Well, it's also really convenient, right? Because you can sort of get the starter package, or I would say it's beyond a starter package. You already have a whole bunch of games you can play with the
And let's face it, game consoles aren't cheap these days. So for someone that maybe has one game console, but still having access to even more games, there's a wide range of cloud services available. So what do you think of the gameplay here so far?
I love it. I absolutely love racing games. So this is like right up my alley. One of my favorite parts about racing games is also the crashing. But there we go. We crashed it.
Now, with this TV, this is one of our QLED TVs. So as I mentioned, it's got 120 hertz. It's got variable refresh rate. But QLED means that it uses what we call quantum dots. And what a quantum dot does is it basically gives you much more accurate color than what you would normally see in a let's say a common television. So what I mean by that is when we increase the brightness, if I'm watching sports, I want to make sure that my team looks blue. Not a faded blue, not a soft blue, not a baby blue. It's a vibrant blue. Fire engine red needs to look like fire engine red.
Right.
So quantum dot in this QLED TV is going to give us that.
What's the screen the monitor size?
So this one here is a 65-inch screen size that we have available. I'm not quite sure if we have different sizes, but this one in particular, again, 65-inch seems to be the most common screen size that people are buying today. Now, you can buy 75-inch, 85-inch, 98-inch screen TVs. So there's a lot of range in terms of what you're looking for in the screen size. But, for a lot of people who, like I said, want to put this into a bedroom, maybe in the basement, 65-inch is a quite popular size.
Oh.
So can I show you a few other things?
Yeah, go for it.
Kind of cool.
I think I crashed the car and it's stuck. So
well, we'll let you get back to gaming on this
worries.
A little later. But let me show you a few other things. One of the things I love about smart TVs nowadays is that you can have it work with other devices. So as an example, we have smart things that's built into this TV. Let me show you something really cool. So in Daily Plus, there's our Smart Things app. Now what I can do is I can go in there and have full control over all my smart devices, but I'm going to show you my favorites or my most used. We have sports time and movie time, and there's a light right there.
Yeah.
Now when I watch sports, I like to have my favorite team color being shown. So let's say in this case, when I select it, it is going to be blue. I love that blue color. But
so what's your favorite team?
Well, I love the Blue Jays.
Oh,
I'm from Toronto.
Okay.
So obviously Toronto Maple Leafs, Toronto Blue Jays, everything's blue in my world. I bleed blue. Yeah. But movie time, maybe it's a different color. I can bring down. Now watch this. When I select it on the TV, it changes green.
Ooh. Ooh.
Because I set up a routine in the SmartThings app that says, when I'm watching a movie and I select this shortcut, I want the lights to come down 50%. Maybe I want all the other lights to turn off in the house because now I'm in the basement. I don't want to waste any unnecessary power. So it can be one lamp. It could be multiple multiple lamps within the house as well. So back and forth, back to sports. And when I select it, there you go. It turns blue again.
Amazing.
Now, here's one other one I love. Ring my phone. So the amount of times that I've asked my wife, I said, honey, can you ring me up? I don't know where my phone is. I don't know if it's in the basement, the living room, the bedroom. It could be anywhere. With this and your account, when I select ring my phone, I had this set up. There you go.
Here. So even if it's muted or like the ringtone is off, it won't
drag that X.
Yeah.
So even if it's muted, because I know that's the worst. You know, when you're looking for your phone, try ringing it. I have the ringer off. I can't even find it. I'm listening for the vibrations, right? Even if it's on silent, it's still going to ring. Now, that feature is only available for Samsung devices. So on Amazon, if you're looking at picking up this particular phone, it's going to work with this TV.
So would this also hypothetically work if I'm not saying that it's possible for me to lose. It is actually very possible for me to lose both my remote and my phone in the same night.
Yeah.
Could I ring my phone from my watch? And also, when are we going to be able to ring our remote?
Yes.
Just out of curiosity.
Yes. So the great thing about Samsung is that all these devices are connected through SmartThings. So that wearable that you have on your wrist right now, you would be able to either locate your phone, you'd be able to turn on the TV, you can do volume up, channel up and down. You have basically a remote control even on your wrist, even if your smartphone is maybe in the kitchen charging.
Ooh.
So the SmartThings app is in that. I don't know that we've set it up in there, but in the app section, SmartThings is in there.
Cool.
So yes, you can control it. Now, the one thing I will add when we're talking about gaming, watching movies and so on is, you know, a movie like Jaws, without sound, it's not the same movie, right?
True.
So audio is 50% of the experience. And a lot of people who are buying televisions these days think that, you know what, if I get the TV, it's going to sound good. I'm going to be having a great movie night. Well, the TVs have gotten so thin. Physics just dictate that the speakers are going to get smaller and thinner as well. So we always recommend a soundbar with the purchase of all Samsung televisions. We have soundbars. In this case, we have the Q600C here. It's a Dolby Atmos soundbar, so you're going to be able to get that, you know, that feeling of being immersed in a 3D bubble.
Okay.
Yeah, so it sounds incredible. It's perfect for this particular model. It's, you know, we do have higher end soundbars. It's, again, like the TV, it's kind of in the middle. It's going to do an incredible job of enhancing that home theater experience.
And it's on sale, everyone. It is on sale right now on Amazon Prime during Amazon Prime days between July 8th and 11th. So if you want to check it out, !Samsung live, everyone.
Yeah, and the other great thing about it is that there's a feature called Q Symphony with the TV and the soundbar, meaning that I'm able to utilize all the speakers between both devices. Because typically with a soundbar, you either just use the soundbar speakers or you use just the TV. With Q Symphony, you're using both. So you're getting additional speakers to basically to create a home theater sound. Let me show you one other cool feature on this model. If anybody's thinking about getting the Q8F, this is one of my favorite features here. Do you like art?
I do like art.
Now, one of the things about TVs is that even with 65-inch and even larger is that if you have friends and family over, that black rectangle hanging on the wall can kind of be an eyesore.
Yeah.
You know, especially during the holiday seasons or family get-togethers. The art store, which was normally found in our frame TV, has now come to all of our QLED and Neo QLED TVs. So what that means is that when I'm not watching television, I can go into art streams, hit the enter button, and you have access to about 20 pieces of art for free. It just kind of rotates between each of the pieces. But again, now I don't have to touch the TV. This is going to run up to 4 hours. And it's a great way of filling the space.
Amazing.
Yeah. Now, if you want to go a step further, we do have a subscription service that you can take advantage, and you can even browse through all the different art. We have, I think, like 3,000 pieces of art. So you mentioned to me earlier that you're a big fan of Monet, right?
Yes.
So
also, sorry, one quick comment to
Yeah.
my mods. If we can permit Samsung Canada for all the links posted in chat, that would be great. Thank you, mods.
All right,
Appreciate
perfect. Yeah,
it.
we'll get those links up.
Yeah.
So even Monet, you know, if I select it, I can even preview it. So if I want this piece of art, I try it in art mode. There is a subscription that would allow you access to all 3,000 pieces of art. Now, we have the art store, but if you have your own photos or your own digital prints, you can actually transfer it from your mobile device onto the TV. So you can have your own art. Maybe
Amazing.
the kids take a picture of their art and you can have it, instead of on the fridge,
Yeah.
it's in the main living room, obviously a conversation piece. So one of my favorite features that was really only available in our frame TV is now available on all of our QLED and Neo QLEDs.
Do you guys also have like moving artwork and all that?
Very good question. So yes, we do have, if you scroll down, as you can see, look at all this art: Renoir, Dali, Basquiat, Van Gogh. So there's tons and tons of stuff here. You can search by color, you can search by digital or art, paint. Look, even some popular Pixar, Star Wars, National Geographic. So there's a ton to choose from. Now that moving piece of art that you were talking about,
chat wants the DVD screensaver.
DVD.
That's what they want.
Well, I don't think we have the DVD screensaver
Okay.
with the logo bouncing back and forth, but to each his own, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
There are some things in here, like in the complimentary, that you have decor. There are some, like I said, when you get the TV, you're going to be able to try it out. So there's like a light grid effect. Let's give it a go. So it downloads the content, puts it into the TV's internal memory. With the smartphone, you can actually have a little bit more control. But as you can see, this lighting effect, can you kind of see this? So again, it's better than looking at a black rectangle, right? Very subtle. You can go in there and change the color. As you can see, tons of stuff. But you can go in there. Oh, look, see, screen settings. I can go in there and edit. There's the color. I
aspire to have a living room big enough one day to have one of these up where I can play art.
What kind of color do you have? What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue?
Blue.
Let's go down over here. This is kind of more of a blue color effect here. There you go. So you make it, you know, there's a lot of settings in there. You can make it kind of go faster, slower. You can change, right now it's kind of that white gray background. You can change that. So again, you get more out of your TV, not just when you're watching it, but even when you're not watching it.
It's basically like fancy wall art that you can change whatever you want.
It's like I said, just the TVs are getting larger and larger, and seeing a black rectangle on the wall, it's kind of boring, right? So a great way of spicing it up, whether it's with complementary pieces, moving art, classical artwork. So you have a ton to be able to access directly from there. So back to the home screen, like I said, tons of apps. There's you can move around, navigate, change some things up. Every user can have their own account information in here. So as you can see, there's so much to get. Like I said, the value of the TV. And the last thing I'll leave you with is there's always concern about security. You know, when you're typing in and renting movies directly from the television, like you're inputting credit card information, you're putting usernames, passwords.
Funnily enough, I'm not too worried about doing that because everybody has my information already. What I am concerned about is the fact that I never remember any of my logins, passwords, or that, and it takes me so long to get set up.
So, you know, a different way of looking at it, though, is that you do, yes, people do have your information and they access it, but TVs now, or any connected device in your home, are now being used for like malware attacks, not just in your house, but they actually piggyback through your TV or your smart device and do cyber attacks elsewhere. So this is the world we live in. So we want to make sure everything is secure. So Samsung Knox, which is actually found on our smartphone.
Samsung Knox?
Knox, Knox. It's basically kind of like a security system to protect your data and protect your information. So that's basically on every Samsung TV. So you basically are going to be safe. No one's going to access your content. No one's going to steal your information. It's constantly being updated. In fact, even Samsung can't even access it. So it's a very secure system that's going to help protect your information.
Amazing. Chat's like, Jeff needs to come to my house and explain things like this to my parents.
Listen, dealing with my parents and trying to explain them, you know, I don't want a smart TV. I just want to connect my cable box. Well, you can still do it, but there's so much to take advantage of. You know, you're talking about, you know, apps like Samsung TV Plus, where you have free content, you know, free TV shows. Like I cut the cord years ago. So for me to get news, you know, I'm either looking on my phone or looking on the internet, but I also want to be able to access it on my TV, just like I used to do way back when I did have cable. But you have tons of free content, popular shows, you know, Hot Ones. I love Hot Ones.
Yeah, me too.
That one I enjoy watching all the time, but even local news, you know, whether you're in Newfoundland, Ottawa, Edmonton.
Oh, there's Naruto.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
Okay.
I've literally never had, well, the last time I had a TV with cable was probably when I was like 6 years old, and it still had the gray black flickering thing. Yeah, that's the last time I had TV with cable. So this is right up my alley.
Well, I'm not gonna give away my age, but you know, a lot of people nowadays, the younger generation, they don't understand the pain points of like commercials, waiting for a season. You can binge watch now. Yeah. That was never available to me when I was younger.
You had to watch commercials?
Oh, I had to watch commercials, yeah. It was awful. Then you have to wait a whole season for the next season to come out.
Oh, no.
You couldn't rewatch episodes. It's the world we live in today.
Wait, that sounds horrible.
Again, I'm not trying to date myself, but I'm probably like one of those parents. I just happen to work for Samsung, so I got a little bit of...
So you're a cool parent.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I like to think so.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, there you go. This is the Q8F 65-inch. That's also paired with the soundbar, which is the Q600C. It's a perfect match. You know, this is a great system to, like I said, without breaking the bank, it's value. You know, it's a ton of value that you get. And like I said, whether it's smart features, gaming features that we talked about and showed earlier, there's a lot that you can do with your smart TV today, including controlling your other smart devices within your home.
And one of the other cool things, guys, is that everything you see in this room is on sale, except for Jeff. Everything else in this room is on sale. So if you go on Amazon Prime right now, July 8th to July 11th, you are going to be able to get these at a massive discount. The deals are Canadian specific, but there is Amazon Prime in other parts of the world. So there's going to be different Samsung deals based on where you live. So yeah, you can check that out with _Samsung live.
All right, there you go. So any other questions about the TV? I think we covered a lot, you know, in terms of, you know, what you get, value, the picture, amazing picture quality, the quantum dot TV, QLED. Everybody wants quantum dots in their television. You're getting the real deal here with Samsung. So lots to enjoy with this particular TV.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Yeah, no problem.
Jeff and I are going to be heading over to what I am personally most excited about, the G9 monitor over there, because we get to play double the chess. So we're heading over.
All right.
All right, welcome back. We are now in front of the G9, as well as the laptop and the SSD that some people were asking about earlier. So we have Jeff here once again. And if you guys have any questions, Jeff is always here to answer them, but I'll let you
Yeah, so we got a couple products here. So we'll start off with obviously the laptop itself. So that's the Book 5 360. So what I love about it is that, when you're not connected to necessarily a computer monitor, you can use it like a regular laptop, or the whole screen can actually basically turn into a tablet. So we call it a 360 design, so that you can use that as a touch panel. So very cool. I've found myself using that a few times, especially when I have photographs on my laptop. Being able to kind of go back and forth, show some photos on a tablet rather than a computer, that's a big benefit for me. So love this laptop. It's got all the latest AI technology in there, Copilot. There's things like click to search, so where you can actually use an area to basically search up something. So if you saw a dress, or if I saw a jersey on there that I liked, I could basically circle it and it would do a search using AI technology. So processor, it's got Intel processor. It's got a Core Ultra 7. It's got the Core i7 chip in there. 16 gigabytes of RAM built in. So, it's a fully featured laptop that I think you'll get a lot out of. It'll last a long time. It's very, handy it's not overly heavy either. So you can use it for gaming.
What's the graphics card?
Good question. The graphics card, my expertise is in TV, but I'll double check on the graphics card in there. So we'll double check on that one.
It's super duper light.
Yeah.
I could hold it up and then I'll try to not drop it and break it, but I can hold it up with one hand. I don't know if I could hold it up with, I can hold it up with 3 fingers as well. But anyways, I don't really have a way of judging how heavy it is, but it's light.
All right. So I know you do a lot of your gaming on the computer, and then you were mentioning about how excited you were looking forward to this particular model. So why don't we close the laptop and start fully utilizing what the screen has to offer. So this is one of Samsung's best monitors. I love the fact that right away you saw, once you closed it and it made this the main screen.
It's very intuitive. It just knows exactly. Like, I don't have to resize anything.
Yeah, it's not the one window. It's taken full advantage of the real estate. So it's actually got 3 of your windows that are now popped open. You can basically just click the window and drag and drop it at the top, where if you wanted a certain type of configuration, whether it's 2 screens, 3 screens. So we'll go to the 3 screen one there.
Yep.
There you go. Boom. 3 screens. You got your live stream on the right side. You talked about playing multi-chess games now. You have the ability to do so. So what I love about this monitor is that it's a very multifunctional, multi-purpose experience. I do a lot myself. Sometimes I'll be watching maybe a TV show on the one side, working on an Excel spreadsheet on the other.
You sound very Gen Z.
I guess so. I mean, I guess it comes with the job.
Well, I think if you have a monitor of this size, it makes it a lot easier to multitask.
Yeah.
You can really just...
And I know we position this as a gaming monitor. And yes, it is optimized for the ultimate gaming experience. The OLED technology with the fast response time really excels when playing video games. But for me, I see it as, a productivity tool. For someone like myself, I do a lot of video editing. I do photo editing. I love it as a hobby.
Yeah.
So to have all those little boxes where you can control adjust the color, you can adjust where your video clips are stored. Having more real estate allows me to optimize my work productivity. So I love the fact that it's a 49-inch ultra wide, it's a quad HD UHD panel, so the resolution is sharp, it's detailed. Absolutely. This is one of my favorite monitors that we have here at Samsung.
This is literally the monitor I wanted to get earlier this year, but I ended up not getting it. Chat's asking if it is connected to the laptop by USB-C. I believe it's HDMI.
It's an HDMI, but there are, that is a good question. There's different ways to be able to set it up, whether it's a micro HDMI, HDMI, USB-C. So there are different ways. Oh yeah, pretty much anything computer that you have, whether it's a Windows desktop, even an Apple computer, if you have an Apple computer. What you're taking advantage of is obviously the screen resolution, the OLED color reproduction, the black levels. You know, I love the slight curve on it. It's not, this one model isn't overly aggressive. So if you're into gaming, being able to see information on the peripherals, that's important for a lot of people.
I can't wait to play League of Legends on this and have the entire lane shown up. That's going to be crazy.
So for me, I'll be honest, I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. I kind of cheat sometimes at work. Half the screen is obviously my work, webinars and stuff. And sometimes on the right side of the screen, I may play video games. I'm not saying that's true, but actually I shouldn't be saying this on a live stream. Hopefully my bosses aren't watching, but the fact that you can multitask, I love the fact that you can even set it up as 2 different sources. Because a lot of people, what they do is they'll buy 2 27-inch monitors, but I have that bezel in the middle. Like,
what's the refresh rate?
It's a 240 hertz refresh rate, so really fast, really great response time. I don't know the exact, but we're talking under 1 millisecond response time. So for the ultimate gaming, you know, even the design of the product, you know, it's a metal finish design, a gorgeous looking television, front and back. You know, there's a little lighting system on the back as well. Again, one of my favorite monitors that we've ever come out with Samsung, and there's so much that you can do with this product. One thing about OLED is that there is a concern about image retention or burn-in. There's a lot of security features in here that would minimize that risk. So if you've ever heard of, you know, burn-in or image retention, it's not an issue on this monitor because there's a lot of safety measures to take care of that.
I honestly don't know what that is, but I saw somebody comment that in chat, so I hope that helps somebody here.
Hopefully we addressed it. So we'll go back and forth on a couple. The last thing we'll maybe do a little chit-chat.
Before we go into that, chat's asking how much is the monitor. I don't actually know exactly how much is the monitor, but if you do exclamation mark Samsung Live in the chat.
Yeah, check on Amazon. Like I said, all the products that we're showing today, there's some fantastic deals. So take full advantage of the sale. So yeah, take a look on there. I'm not sure exactly what the current price is. Listen, when you deal with as many products that I do, it's hard to remember the price point of everything, especially when it's on promo and sale. So we'll definitely put the price in there. Take a look yourself on Amazon's website. Yeah, now's the perfect time to buy, especially if you're, depending on what you're using it for. Again, whether you're gaming, whether you're about productivity, if you work from home, you know, having a desktop where you work on large Excel spreadsheets. I know it's geared as a gaming monitor, but productivity, you know, you're talking about a lot of real estate that you can work from.
Absolutely. Oh, it's regularly, wow, it's regularly 2,000 on, but on sale it's 1,100. This is Canadian dollars, by the way. I don't even know which camera to look at. This is in Canadian dollars. Wow. So it is.
That's a steal.
Yeah, this is 1,139 Canadian dollars. I might just be getting them myself this right after. So that's about like 700 USD, I think, for Americans. So if you check on Amazon Prime for the US side as well, there's probably
they might have it. Yeah, a lot of the deals we're talking today are Canadian, but you know, even the little thing like the design. You know, I've seen a lot of large monitors where, you know, the stand sticks out and you're kind of limited to where you're putting your computer, your keyboard. I love this flat hexagon design.
Like thin still.
Yeah, super thin metal fin, like a metal looking finish there. Beautiful as well as performance. So it's kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Memory. That thing's awesome. I know you looked at it earlier and you knew the specs. That blew me away that you remembered the specs, seeing it on there. For a lot of devices and laptops that come out today, you're kind of limited to, you know, the memory that it comes with the laptop. So for instance, I believe this one comes with 512 gigabytes inside this laptop, but that's expandable memory. So you're getting 4 times more memory by inserting that solid state drive into the computer. But here's the most important part, is that when you're talking about transferring large size files, it can be slow. You ever find yourself taking a big movie file in like 10 minutes before it actually transfers the entire file?
I just saw a bill from my editor for buying a SSD, I think for $400 or something, $300.
Yeah.
I got the bill from him. I was like, whoa, that's expensive. But it's anyways. But we're getting this next time.
Yeah, no, well, here's the thing. It's the money that he's saving by being able to transfer large file sizes much quicker. So the data transfer, you know, you're talking about 7,250 megabytes per second. So that's extremely fast. And the fact that, you know, you'll find that if you deal with a lot of high-res photos, videos, that 512 gigabytes runs out pretty quick.
So for this read speed, basically it means when I am transferring files onto it,
yes,
it's going to be faster.
Much faster, provided that both devices that are kind of communicating with each other can handle that speed rate or that the right speed. So whether you're transferring data, whether you're rendering content, like when you render a video, if you're a video editor, it's going to render quicker, not only because of the processor that you're using, but to be able to actually put it onto the solid state drive. So really, really good. That was one of the first things that I did with my work computer is I worked on getting an update on my write speed because I do a lot of video editing with my job.
That makes sense. Really cool.
Yeah. So there we go. Tons of content, tons of product here. Again, those deals. Oh my God. I didn't realize how the
this
price of that
monitor is basically half off.
So
like
yeah, I'll be, you know, I'll probably head out in a minute, but I'll be around.
Thank you, Jeff.
If you do have any other questions from any of our people on the screen, let me know.
Amazing.
I'll jump in. TV, anything that we showed today, I'll try to get the information. I'm the expert in TV and soundbar, but I definitely know a little bit about our monitors and our other devices here.
I think the main question we had was graphics card in the laptop.
So I'll get that information. I don't have the spec information, but maybe I'll come back or I'll get it written into the live feed. So I'll make sure I get you that information. But yeah, I hope you're impressed with a lot of the cool product that we saw here today.
I very much am, and I'm sure Chad is as well. So thank you, Jeff. Jeff will be back. We'll be demoing the watch later as well with Jeff. But if you guys have any questions, I'll call Jeff back. I'm going to be playing chess against you guys now on our super cool monitor. The monitor we're literally on. Which is in the top corner, but we'll go on the big screen as well with the monitor. We'll see you in a second. All right, hello, we are back. Jeff has magic genied off. Your monitor is twice the size. That's crazy. This monitor is honestly the perfect size for me because I do not need to be playing more than 2 games of chess at once, and my most complicated game is League of Legends. So you know I can already see the entire lane. But I want to get this monitor just so I can see what ARAMs look like on it. Like, do I get to see the entire map? That'd be kind of crazy. Yeah. At some point, it's no longer a monitor. That's true. Is Cannibal still in the chat? Because if Cannibal's still in the chat, this is literally the monitor for him. I know he was waiting to see the monitor, but I don't know if he's left. Either way, we are going to be playing some chess against you guys. So if you want to play, all you have to do is type your chess.com username in the chat, and I will get 2 games started at the same time. You guys are going to be in pairs. So how many of those needed for a complete 360? Honestly, I think it's only like 5. I think it would be, I would guess 5. I don't really know if it's going to be less. I think with 5, you can make a complete 360. This will be a fun test. Next time I'm over here at the Samsung HQ, we'll ask for 5 of these monitors and see if we can make, you know, in those like really fancy, in those movies where they have those like fancy hackers and stuff. That would be the vibe. This is the Samsung G9, I want to say. It's the G9. But yeah, if anybody wants to play, your username in. If you're at work, no problem. I'm going to play 2 games at once just to show you guys sort of how it works, just to give you guys some time to get started. But, well, The games are not going to be aligned, and this is actually going to be really annoying. But here's a pretty good example of what you are able to do with the monitor. I'm not saying you have to play 2 games of chess at once you get the G9. The moment you get the G9, it's not like you're legally obligated to start doing this. But when I usually play on my home monitors, I have 2 monitors. They don't even have the same refresh rate. I have to tab back and forth all the time. So, yeah. Miss Robot, exactly. How many ports does this monitor have? I don't know. We'll ask Jeff when he's back. Yeah, you can fit a lot of poker tables up here as well. You can be a 32 table gamer. Now is your time to beat me if you wanted to play. If you wanted to beat me, if you wanted to play me. Okay, sounds good. I will have your name remembered for the next set of games, actually. But first, it's so the links that we have in the chat are for Amazon Canada specifically. If you go to Samsung !Samsung Live, but oh, this is already checkmate. Whoa. All right, I'll wrap up this game and then we'll get one more person to play if anybody else wants to play. But if you wanted to check it out on the US side, I believe Bido has already mentioned that the monitor is at $879 US. If you wanted to check it on the American side, but yes, if you're in Canada, these deals, the numbers that we have specifically in the chat are going to be Canada specific. But that doesn't mean that the US doesn't also have Amazon Prime Day. So if you want to check it out, yeah, it'll just be different prices. These deals, the deals that we have exactly in the chat, Canada, but Amazon Prime Day is also in the US. And there's also this cool SSD card. I don't necessarily get credit either way, Mass Chess Dojo. It's really fine. Don't worry. If you want to get the monitor, you can just get the monitor. If you go and get it at Best Buy, it's okay, really. If you want to shop on Samsung, no worries at all. Here, I'll start a game against you, Iris. Match. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong command. Here. Are you ready, Zaris? Oh, shows that you are not necessarily online. I'm going to send you a challenge. Ultimate multitasking. This is actually so satisfying to do. This is so fun. I feel like I'm a hacker. Obviously. Okay, I've sent you a challenge. Okay, see, you gotten it. But yeah, a lot of really fun stuff. You can sort of see how the games are going on the big screen. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. No, but seriously, as long as you check it out, I'll be happy. Samsung Canada is also here to help with any questions you might have. Oh, shoot, sorry. I forgot to make my move. Monitor is such a satisfying size. It's really satisfying. Oh, this is so great. And you can see the TV in the back too. If anybody wanted a new TV, that one was also sick. Yeah, I'm a white hat hacker. Of course. Whee. Oh my gosh, Coppertis, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. I so appreciate that. Yo, if you guys are getting gifted stuff from Coppertis, please make sure you're thanking them. Hell yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying the product testing. There's a lot of really awesome products. If this is your first time seeing some of these products, once again, I am giving you my, oh no. Also, the watch that I'm wearing is obviously not my watch. It was a watch I was given, and I keep getting like these alerts for meetings, whoever this watch is assigned to. there's apparently a meeting that got canceled. So whoever's watched this was assigned to. I'm just letting them know their meeting got canceled. Thank you so much, Kurt, for the 200 bits as well. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Appreciate that. Oh, no rush for Coppertist. I'm going to flag this game, unfortunately. Also, I think my stream is having a slight glitch. But I can't tell if that's the stream or if that's my monitor. Probably the screen. Oh, I flagged on that side. Well, I did not win the game on the left, but I did win the game on the right. So that's cool. Here, I'll pop out the chat. Oops, one sec. Uh-oh. If anybody else wants to play, by the way, feel free to type in your username. Nils? Okay, cool. Thank you. Awesome. I'm going to pop out the chat over here. Nils, you're being queued up. And then whenever I am, oh, I could have taken this bishop for free. That's fine. And then whenever I've played against Yep, though, I'll play against you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you guys are having fun. I certainly am having a lot of fun. I love getting to test out technology. Like completely guilt-free. It's very satisfying. And I know that I'm getting this monitor. This is my next monitor. I should have really bought this earlier this year. I regret not buying this one now. This would have made some of the challenges I was doing so much easier during the 100-hour stream, because then I could have just had it like two things going on at the same time. Oh yeah, the Samsung studio is really cool. Also, Nils, I see that you're 100 rated. Welcome to chess. Welcome to chess. I accept, Coppertist. I accept. Yeah, the screen is really good on that TV. I love that. How heavy is this monitor? Am I allowed to lift the monitor up? No? Okay.
It's not overly heavy.
It's not overly heavy. All right, I cannot lift it up, so it is a monitor. I'm sure the specs are also available. They do not want me accidentally dropping the monitor. All right, GG's, yep, though. Thanks for playing. Appreciate that. You don't have to be scared. I'm playing against two people at the same time. I promise. This is all for fun. You're literally helping me demo the G9 monitor. You're literally just helping me out here. Think of it as doing a favor to me. But yeah, get your own G9 and then you can find out how heavy it is. Check out Amazon Prime deals. So has Samsung prepared some new tech for Catsko? I would say the new tech for Catsko is actually anti-Catsko tech, which means that if Catsko eats my controller or eats the remote, I'll be able to boot it up from my phone anyways.
28 pounds, Nemo.
28 pounds. Okay, 28 pounds. Thank you, Jeff. Do you normally lift your monitor on a regular basis? Maybe he uses his monitor as a, I don't know, a weight. There's also this this watch. This watch is also an anti-Catsko watch because I can actually track my sleep and figure out how much he's actually messing up my sleep, which is probably quite a lot. The little guy is not a peaceful cat. Yeah, monitor curls, exactly. That could work out well. I'm sure it's the best usage of your monitor. You could also just play ARAMs, you know, being able to see the whole map. That would be personally my suggestion for this monitor. But monitor curls is also possible. It's really like 3 monitors. I guess it's 2.5 if I like cut it down the middle. But yeah. If anyone wants to play, be my guest, be our guest. Oh, I have this with a check, Nils. Your cat broke your monitor? Sad. Well, look, I'm just saying, very unlikely that a cat would be able to break this monitor. It's pretty sturdy. It's 28 pounds. Okay, this is just a normal game against the pool. I have en passant. En passant is obviously forced, so we will do it. All right. I'm gonna bring this bishop up. Nils' position's looking a little rough. It's looking a little sus over there. Yeah, this is gonna be my setup at home. Not with all the multiple camera angles, but the monitor is gonna become my setup at home. I'm very excited. What's new in the world of Samsung soundbars and speakers? That's a question for Jeff. Jeff. Oh, Jeff might be. Oh, GG's Nils. Chat's asking what's new in the world of Samsung soundbars and speakers.
I'm going to jump in
here.
Yeah.
So listen, we're halfway through the year. I can't tell you what's coming next year, but what I can tell you is that Samsung's always innovating. So meaning that, you know, for instance, our soundbar, we have a 990 soundbar there that we redesigned the subwoofer. So it's actually smaller, compact, and it actually has more wattage. So things like that, we're always looking to tweak. We're always looking to evolve product.
And Unpack is tomorrow, right?
So we do have an Unpacked event tomorrow on some new mobile devices.
Okay.
So tune into that. I'm secret on that, and I'll keep my lips sealed until tomorrow. I don't want to spoil the surprises. So if you are looking at a new mobile device, it's definitely worth checking out. But certainly take advantage of the offer that we have on this guy here. So if you don't want to break the bank in terms of performance, design of the product, I absolutely love this this model here. It's, you know, the camera features on the S25 Ultra obviously are going to be a bit better, but
How much is this?
Check on Amazon.
Check on Amazon. There we go.
So yeah, in terms of TV, we're always looking. That's what I love about Samsung. You know, we're always pushing the boundaries, always pushing the tech. You know, performance is always improving. You know, our new OLED models, for instance, our top of the line model, we increased brightness by 30%. So when the question comes up, what's new for Samsung on, let's say, TV soundbars, there's always something new. We're always looking at updating. And what I love about the TVs is that, you know, we mentioned it earlier in the chat about, you know, when you buy it, there's always that sense that, is it already outdated? It's almost like computers back in the day, right? Well, with Samsung, from our usability, the user interface is going to be staying up to date for the next 7 years. That's a guarantee that Samsung makes. You'll get some new features. You'll get an updated operating system. It's almost like a computer where the operating system is always kind of evolving and updating. You're going to get the promise from Samsung that we will make sure that it is up to date for the next 7 years. So that's always a reassuring feeling that, you know, I might even get some new features on my TV. My user interface might become a little bit more quicker. It might look a little nicer. It's always evolving, right? It's always based on listening to the consumer about what they want to experience.
Love it. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, amazing.
All right. I'll be around. So if there's anything else that comes up, I'll either help out on the chat side of things or I'll come back in the picture. But how's your chess games going?
They're going well. I've lost one game today so far.
No.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's all right. One game is
You're
totally
distracted.
fine.
You're
No.
doing a lot of talking. You're looking.
No excuses. No excuses. However, this is the 49-inch G9.
Yes, 49-inch. I answered it earlier. There is quite a few connections. There's a display port, micro HDMI, regular HDMI, 3 USB ports. In terms of connectivity, you have everything in there.
Amazing.
The processor, it was a Intel Arc processor, video graphics processor.
Oh.
So we got that one answered as well. And yeah, it's maybe a little later. One thing I forgot to actually show on this, it's actually got a built-in smart TV as well. So it comes with a remote. You remember all those demos I showed you with the all the apps, Netflix, Amazon Prime Video? You have this on this monitor as well.
Wait,
so there's a
really?
Full smart TV.
It literally is a smart TV.
Yes. So we talked about it earlier. Is that you seem to do a lot of PC work. You're not really a television person necessarily, but you do have access to smart TV features on this particular
That's
monitor
amazing.
as well.
I love that.
All right, I'll be around. You keep going
Thank
on
you.
your chess. If you need any help, let me know. All right.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, we're gonna just try to draw this game. All right, we drew this game. I'm happy about that. So, what arc A77? Yeah, go for it, Gary, if you would like to play. I'll play 2 games at once if we get somebody else who wants to play. It's all 3-0. It's just all 3-0. But I do need somebody else to start the game at the same time, just so it's not like super imbalanced. But that's pretty diverse. But yeah, if you guys want to check out these awesome deals, ! Samsung Live. Does the smart TV order you food? I actually have not been able to test a smart fridge here.
Working on it.
Yeah, smart fridge would be really cool though. Smart fridge would be really, really, really cool. So
Actually, we do have a smart fridge.
can it order food for me?
You can potentially order groceries. Yes. So.
Wait, that's exactly what I was talking about the other day about how that's what I want AI to. That's what I want my devices to do.
We're a lot closer than you think. So maybe another show we'll talk about the home appliances as well.
Yeah, that would be amazing. That would actually be so amazing. Yeah. Is it OLED? Is it OLED?
Yes, it is.
OLED. It is OLED. Someone's also asking what ARC A7?
Ooh, more details. Let me find out.
Okay. Chad has a lot of questions. Chad has a lot of questions. Nice. Well, the Samsung laptop is pretty cool too. So I'm just letting you guys know. And it's on sale. 6? It takes 6 G9s? I was close. I guessed 5. We'll give each person one try today, Nils. But thank you very much for playing and for being here. We appreciate you. Yeah. Are the plants from Samsung as well? I think the plants are generic. I don't know if Samsung's developing a line of smart plants. That would be cool though. Like you could just decide what type of plant you want. It could just grow. Yeah, I didn't know Samsung made stoves. I walked in to the display room and they had tons of stoves. I had no idea Samsung made stoves. So sounds good. Does anybody want to be the partner to Dark Lord? No pressure. All for funsies. The stoves are amazing. Ooh, I wonder if they have smart gas stoves. That would be crazy. I am going to be spending a lot. I'm going to be getting this monitor for sure. I didn't see a robotic cat by Samsung, but I did see little one of those circular vacuum thingamajigs charging by the front. Yeah, I finally have enough space to read both YouTube and chats at once. I'll finally be able to do that. It's actually kind of crazy. Oh, you have a fridge from Samsung? Oh, that's amazing. That's actually so cool. I love that. Yeah, there would be so much room. There's so much real estate that I can add here. This will improve the stream setup so much. Okay. Gary, you said you wanted to play, right? I will start this game off. Yes, gas in Canada are quite rare. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, but grab your username. Can you guys hear me? Awesome. Oh, we're back? Okay, we're back. Mike died, so we're back now. I'm going to start the games again. My apologies for that, everyone. Yeah. Samsung SSDs. Okay. And then I'm going to start this game over here. Cool. Hello, both of you. Whoa. This is the best opportunity for you all to beat me, by the way. There's no better time. If you don't beat me today, you're never going to have another chance. Hello. Oh my gosh, you guys are playing so fast. Y'all are fast. You buy direct because you get an educator discount? Nice. Wait, that's amazing. For everybody else, this place looks a lot better organized than my usual place. Thanks, guys. I will have you know, I just did a 100-hour stream. I didn't have much time to tidy up my room. We didn't do a phone review, actually. I'm down to do a phone review. I mean, I've been using the phone. I've literally just been like using it. I've been using it for reading chat and turning on the TV and stuff. But Jeff came in and to do a really quick overview of the phone. The mattress is indeed still in my room. It's very nice to actually be outside of my stream room and just sort of enjoy the world right now. It's great. I can sit back, relax, play on this ultra wide monitor. That's a great question. I believe I would be able to do so. I don't exactly know about the tech to sync it up, but I think you can. This watch is pretty cool too. Oh, for sure, Spore. This is my dream stream setup. I will have this stream setup. Maybe not like instantly, but after today's stream, we're swapping over to a Samsung phone for IRLs. Well, Samsung also has like #1 for TVs and stuff. Samsung just seems to have a lot of #1. Really curious about who's meeting. I think the meeting got canceled. I don't think anyone's missing a meeting. I think it just got canceled. Straight up just canceled. This is 49 inches. That came out sounding a little, but it's just 49 inches of screen. Can you play chess on a Samsung smartwatch? I don't think so. Although we're probably not that far off from being able to do so, I just don't see why you would. Hell yeah. I would personally not play chess on a watch. Like, it's such a small screen, and you're gonna, like, your fingers are just gonna fat finger all the time. I didn't even know Samsung had washing machines. Oh, there's a free queen for me. Yeah, you'll need like a little stylus for your watch. That'd be crazy. I feel like Ben 10 with this watch. It's kind of cool. Gary is putting on the pressure. I'm just going to push and hope for the best because I am going to run out of time if I think. No time for thinking. It's fine. Nice, Bido. Well, it is Prime Day, so you can consider getting the an upgrade. What's the Galaxy for this year? 25? Yeah, okay. It is year for year. I wasn't sure if that was just something that I made up in my head, that because it's 2025, there's going to be the Samsung Galaxy 2025, or if that's actually how it works. Yeah, it's Prime Day. That's why we're doing this whole thing. All the Samsung products that you see here right now are on sale on Amazon. No, that's literally one of those things that I'm like, I'm making this up, that because this year is 2025, it's Samsung Galaxy 20. Like, I don't know, you know? So I just wasn't really sure. But it is. So if you're looking for an upgrade, now's a really good time to grab it. It's the command is Samsung Live. Yeah. Oh, okay, it's not great. All product sales are done through Amazon. I surely have checkmate, right? Surely. Oh, maybe I don't. Okay. Well, at least I flagged there. I mean, I checkmated there. GG's Dark Lord. And I checkmated here too. Whew! This is a nice screen. I would have only been able to win both of these games because of how crazy good this monitor is. Like, usually I'd be like tapping back and forth, but because it's literally on the same screen and I don't have to do anything other than move back and forth, I'm able to play 2 games at once, re-chat, and not lose my chess games. This is amazing. I love it. We're getting an upgrade. We're literally getting an upgrade. Thanks, come back. Yeah, this is the G9. This is the monitor that I've been wanting to get this entire year. But before today, it was 2,000 Canadian. Today, and for the next 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, for the next 3.5 days, it is only 1,100 Canadian. If you're in the US on the American side, you guys have your own Amazon Prime Day deals for Samsung. I believe someone has mentioned it is 879 or something US, but I don't quote me on it. But yeah, it's on a massive discount. It's basically, oh my gosh, like 38%, 40%. I don't know. It's on discount. That's all you need to know. It's on a massive, massive discount. Wait, you can play chess on your watch? What? Wait, that's crazy. Oh my gosh, peak ADHD. I could be playing chess on the monitor while playing chess on my watch, while playing chess on the phone, while playing chess on the tablet. We could literally do like a whole, that would be actually really crazy cool. Okay. Yeah, if you guys want, no, we will not be doing 100 hours of testing. That would be really crazy cool to like live in like a product store or something like that and just see how far you would get in a product store. I don't know if Samsung has a line of like showers and stuff like that, but you could literally just build like an entire Samsung like house, and it's just all Samsung products, and that would be really cool. Yeah, you can see how the screen is bent. It's not bent too much. It's bent the perfect amount so that if I swivel a little bit, it's still straight. Like, if I swivel, it's great. It's the camera from Samsung too. Smart shower is great. I would be so down. A smart shower would actually go so hard because you would be able to like have the temperature, the exact temperature you want. Because right now, one of my biggest problems with showers is how inconsistent the temperature of the water is. It could be a different day and I have it at the same place, but the water is like not, yeah. But all right, I owe some more people games. So I think we still have some time. So let's get those games in. If anybody wants to play, just all you have to do is type in your chess.com username. And I'll be playing. If we build a Samsung house, would I live stream for 1,000 hours? 1,000? How many days is 1,000? 24 divided. That is 30. It's like 31. More than 30 days or something, right? Wait, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's obviously not a real city side view. That's just the TV. 40-ish. Okay, thanks. That would be crazy. That would actually be really crazy. Can I invite friends? If I could invite friends, that might be fun. We could do like a reality TV, some Samsung house. The drama would be who let our smart TV only order junk food. That would be our drama. Yeah, I could, but I like to just do mental math. You know, I do have 3/4 of a math degree. So I'm going to use that 3/4 of a math degree. All 3-0. So if you want to type in your chess.com username, feel free to do so. I'll be playing 2 of you at the same time. Is the sale available in Europe? Does Europe get Amazon Prime Day? Does anyone? I have no idea of Amazon. We don't know. We don't know. Unfortunately, we do not know. I would suggest hopping on Amazon and taking a look to see if Samsung has any deals. There's Prime Day in the UK. Okay. It might be very, very like cities or country specific. All right. I'm playing against Lion and Refu. Here, I'll play black in both games. In Germany as well. Awesome. We got a lot of... Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm not allowed to input that command. Oh, Refu's not online. Oh, Lion's also not online. I'll just send you guys challenges. No problem. Nice. Supreme. Hell yeah. If you're in the US, there's 100% Prime Day deals. If you're in Canada, there's 100% Prime Day deals. We're literally at the Canadian Samsung HQ right now doing this awesome live stream. And then in the Europe, I don't really know. So yeah, we have heard that the deals are not exactly the same, but I think they're pretty similar. So in Canada, this monitor right now is about 1,100 Canadian, basically on like a 40% discount from 2,000. So in the US, it's like $879 US. Yeah. Samsung could be the first tech company to build a full house and then stream people living in it for the next 40 days. That'd be pretty cool, actually. They do have a full range of appliances. And then we can build the 6 monitor G9 setup. That'd be crazy. A Bluetooth toilet would be insane. I feel like there's such a market for that in Japan, at least. The West hasn't really caught up on bidets and stuff like that, but in Japan, that would go hard. I actually don't know if Samsung has a toilet line. But yeah. Make sure you're checking out Amazon Prime Day deals for all your Samsung needs. Yes, Samsung. Oh, great question. Can Samsung laptops be linked with Samsung phones?
Absolutely.
Absolutely was the answer. That'd be so funny on culture. Okay, I have a free rug. Hell yeah. Everything can be linked. It can be linked to your watch. It can be linked to your TV. It can be linked to your phone. This monitor itself also has basically all of the smart TV functions that the Samsung TV itself has. So even if you don't have a laptop or if you don't have your computer currently plugged into the monitor, you can still use it as a TV and watch stuff if you wanted, hypothetically. If like your mom took your laptop or something, was like, no more gaming, you can still game. It's okay. Nice 4. That was a massive misclick, but that's okay. No worries. No problem. Does Samsung have smart glasses? Any smart glasses in the works? Not at this time, unfortunately. No advanced cheating in chess for chat. You will not be able to play against Magnus Carlsen and win. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that makes sense that you can just plug your phone into the screen. That'd be cool. But yeah, we're able to play 2 games at once thanks to the wonderful G9. Two games of chess at once, brought to you by Samsung. I have never played Magnus, no. Your Samsung phone live video streams from inside your oven when you bake cookies so you can watch. What? Wait, that's crazy. My oven currently doesn't even tell me when it's heated up. I gotta go check it like every 5 minutes to see if it's hot enough to put my food in. That's insane. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I do not want a stalemate. This is a stalemate. Jeez. All right. I gotta be a little careful. Lion's doing a really good job at almost getting stalemated. Yeah, we're streaming from the future. Instead of back from the future, it's back to Samsung. Oh, that's not checkmate. Oops. I thought it was. I played that very confidently. Refu is playing very fast. All right, GG's, Lion. GG's. Thank you. There we go. We found out where you're able to get Prime Day deals. All right, we just have to tackle Ref. Thank you very much for playing, Lion. Oh, hell yeah. I'll go here and play this. Or not. Rude. I think this is a really good move for them. Yeah, either of these ones. I lose a piece. But that's okay. We're going to flag them. Great game, Refu. Played so well. Played so well. Once again, if I didn't have like this gigantic monitor, I would probably not be able to do this. So Yeah, we're actually, speaking of the Samsung Watch, we're about to head over and test out the Samsung Watch with Jeff. So all right, welcome back. Another scene switch. We're joined here by Jeff, who is going to demo our watch that we have on our wrist.
You know, just before we get in the watch, it's funny when you were talking during the live stream about all those home appliances. It's amazing what we can do by buying into the whole Samsung ecosystem. So things like, you're right, there's cameras in our ovens to be able to see what type of dish and how it's going, but even using AI technology. So if there's a particular dish that you really like to cook, AI can actually be incorporated and start to understand how that dish is cooked. You know, you get some groceries when you put it in the fridge. There's actually cameras built in the fridge that it knows you're putting an apple inside your fridge, and it'll actually start giving you notifications about expiry on certain foods. There's panels on the front that says, okay, use the groceries that are about to expire and create a recipe for me to be able to set it up. And then from the fridge, I can preheat the temperature on the oven, have it preheat, and just put it in. It just, washers and dryers, the one that keeps me in the good books with my wife. Every time the wash cycle is complete, I get a notification on my wearable, my phone, even on my TV that says wash cycle complete. So I get to put it in the dryer. You know, I don't get yelled at anymore for not putting the wet clothes into the dryer. So
wait, that's so cool.
Yeah. The home appliances, you know, that used to be kind of boring to talk about, are actually really exciting.
This is this type of stuff that literally excites me because I never finish my food in the fridge because I just forget about it, or it's like hidden in the back.
I waste all the time. So to have a fridge that tells me what's in there, and even when I'm coming home, I can actually see a photo of what's inside my fridge, so that no milk, I got to pick up milk on the way there. So yeah, it's amazing what the appliances are able to do these days.
That's crazy.
All right, let's take a look at the wearable. This is the the Watch 7. So, you know, for me, when it comes to having a wearable on my wrist, it's about notifications.
Okay.
You know, that's the one that I love, because I don't always have my smartphone with me, whether it's maybe in the bedroom charging, to still get notifications from who's ringing my front doorbell, to, you know, being able to turn the TV off. I can create routines, I can create scenes. That's pretty cool. So actually on your wrist, let me see if we can go see, these are all your apps right here. And let's say Smart Things, for instance. This is where you can control all your devices. So I'm going to allow, I'm not going to do the update, but from here, this is where I can actually control my TV. Turn it on, turn it off, channel up and down, so I can do that. There's timers on there. There's all the, you know,
I heard you can play chess.
I don't know if you can or not, but maybe there is. I mean, there is a Play Store that you can access. And then, you know, a lot of it you would do from your mobile phone first, but it's amazing playing video games on there, looking at photos, controlling devices. But for me, you know, health is always been a big issue, and just monitoring how many, you know, some people use it as simple as how many steps I get in the day. But now it's analyzing things about, you know, your heart rate, your sleep patterns. So there's a lot of good things that are coming out of, you know, the wristwatch, basically. And I've heard numerous times where people are going into the doctor's office and having a lot of this information already in their device that they can share with their family physician, get a better understanding of their routines, how much exercise they get in a day, the calories that are being burned. So from a health perspective, Samsung has a lot of stuff in the watch, but working with the TV as well. So we have a health app in the TV that works with the watch.
That's so cool. So it also tracks it can track your sleep.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Yep. Yeah, it comes packed with a lot of Samsung native apps for the device to optimize performance, work together with not just the wearable on your wrist, but on your smartphone, being able to look at that information, looking at your data right on the TV screen as well. So I love having the watch, being able to, timers, to heart rate, to get my steps in, to even, like I said, controlling your television, getting a notification that says your wash cycle is done. I don't always have my phone with me. So to have that extra control on my wrist, absolutely love it.
That's amazing. I love this.
And you were saying that you've never really had a wearable on your wrist before. And actually, let me ask you.
Yeah.
I got to know, of all the product that we talked about today, what's been your favorite?
The G9 monitor.
You know what? I was going to say, you kind of made that obvious throughout the presentation today. But maybe we'll just kind of cover a few things that we covered today. So, we talked about the tablet, small, portable, lightweight, being able to play chess on it at any time.
Yeah.
A phone, the Galaxy S25 FE, which is, again, you're not going to break the bank compared to, our flagship product, but a lot of great features, AI features built in. We talked about the TV. That's my bread and butter. That's what I specialize in. So the Q8F, you're talking about a smart TV, built-in game hub, so you can play cloud gaming. We were playing Forza.
Yeah.
You enjoyed that. What did you think of the performance?
I think it was really smooth. I mean, I feel like my own performance of driving the Lambo could be a little better. But the game itself was very smooth.
Yeah, very convenient feature to have. It's not going to replace your game console. It's going to complement it. We talked about the art store, being able to put pieces of artwork when you're not watching TV, when you have friends and family over, you're entertaining guests. Nobody wants to see a 65-inch black rectangle on the wall. And with screen sizes getting bigger and bigger, 75-inch, 85-inch, 98-inch, Samsung makes a wide range of product, and having something that fills that black rectangle is a big feature for a lot of people. So tons of stuff on the TV. We talked about the solid state drive, expanding the memory of what you might get with your laptop, almost doubling it, quadrupling it. Fast transfer rate, that could be important for a lot of people, especially when you're dealing with large file sizes. We talked about your favorite, the OLED 49-inch ultra-wide monitor.
You guys have a bigger version of that too.
Oh yeah, the 50...
Someone in chat said 57.
Yeah, 57-inch, that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we make some pretty large displays. But again, it's that 49-inch for me is perfect. Multitasking, work, gaming. It's got a full smart TV built into it as well. So between, that lunch hour break that you have, you can watch a streaming service on like Amazon Video, being able to watch a movie. So we covered a lot of cool product, tons of great savings on Amazon during the next couple of days. So definitely take advantage of that. That monitor is probably my favorite as well. I think we're aligned on that one.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm getting for myself.
All right, so I think I've covered everything. I'm going to let you finish off everything here, but yeah, it was great talking with you.
Sounds
Hopefully
good.
our viewers got some information on some of the great deals that can be had during Amazon's Prime Week, or Prime Days, sorry. Yeah.
Thank you so
absolute
much.
Pleasure.
Really appreciate it, Jeff.
Take care. I'll see you
care.
guys around.
Awesome. Chat, make sure you guys are checking out Amazon Prime Day deals because they're insane. Drop a heart if you love Samsung. Make your purchases on Amazon Prime before the deals run out. So once again, the G9 monitor, which you see in the back, that one is my personal. Can I put no? Jeff is not for sale. Everything else, once again, in this room is for sale, apart from the plants. I guess the plants are also not for sale. But everything else you can find on Amazon Prime. And also, as you guys know, the Samsung Galaxy Unpack event is tomorrow. I believe that's going to be a little bit more mobile devices focused. And you can register now at Samsung.com for some offers on great devices as well. And in general, how much for you also cannot buy the chair. Only products available on Amazon Prime. Samsung deals are all over there. They're awesome. They are going to be available for the next 3 days, next 3.5 days until the 11th. And things are on a massive discount. Once again, I will remind you guys that the monitor originally at about 2K Canadian is now only like 1100 Canadian. That is the one that I'm going to get. So I'm just going to go buy that, I guess. I don't actually know if I can buy anything in here, but I will try to buy it. So thank you guys all so much for joining. Once again, don't forget, guys, make your purchases on Amazon Prime before the deals run out. Do not come to me on July 12th and be like, so how can I get the G9 monitor for 1100? Please don't. Just buy it in the next few days. And yeah, absolutely. The monitor is amazing. Thank you so much to Samsung for having me. I hope you guys enjoyed checking out this entire studio as well as all of the amazing, amazing devices. And we will see you all very soon. Don't forget to register at Samsung.com for more offers on great devices for the Samsung Galaxy Unpack event, which is tomorrow.